Hey, let's talk for a couple minutes about approaching color and shapes and detail. So in this beautiful cottonwood tree here, there's a lot of really neat color going on. And there's also a lot of neat texture and value. So let me share with you just a little bit about how I approach that. So you can see here, I'm putting in bold colors, bold shapes, and keeping that paint very thin, because later on I'm gonna have to go back in and adjust that. And right now I'm just comparing those colors with each other. So how light and how dark should the darker the tree be compared to those distant trees in the background? I am changing the landscape a little bit too, which I think is pretty cool to do. Here I go in with some warm paint for the light side of the tree, constantly measuring how light, how dark should that be compared to what's next to it. And from there, once you get your main colors blocked in, that's when you can go in and start putting in some detail. Now, I'm still staying fairly thin here because I'm really trying to just compare the every shape that I put down. When I put down a stroke, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, how does that look? Is that too light? Is that too colorful? Is that too yellow? Is that too green? So on and so forth. That's how you want to be thinking. You don't think about stuff. You think merely about shapes of color and value when you're painting. Richard Schmid taught that, and I've lived by that principle, and it has helped me so much. So you can see here I'm going in with a palette knife now, because that allows me to get a little more impasto and also to imply some of that detail. And then I'm going in here with a very small fan brush. Another cool tool that I use, my apologies to Bob Ross for, I used to make fan brush jokes in the past, but I really respect the fan brush now. It's a really cool tool to use. I use the bristle version, by the way. So as you go in here, you go from brushing the paint on to setting the paint on. And this is super important for detail work. It takes a very gentle approach when you get to this stage, because if you push down on the canvas, on the brush with a lot of pressure, you're gonna mess everything up. So when you do lay this detail down, it's really more like setting the paint down. I kind of consider it almost like frosting a cake. You know, you don't take the frosting and push it down on the cake as hard as you can, you're gonna smash the cake. You just kind of set it on there and maybe gently move it over the top of the cake. That's a little bit how you have to treat this stage of the painting process and get that detail in there. You can do a little bit of mixing right on the canvas when you're doing this, but I try to make sure that I'm as close as possible to the color and value I need before I set it down. This requires more mixing on the palette than what a lot of people like to do. A lot of people, especially beginners, they tend to be a little bit lazier on the palette. They just kind of mix something really quickly, and they don't take the time to make sure that it's as close as it can be before they set the paint down. You got to make sure that that paint is very, very close. Put a little test strip down and see if it's in good shape, and if you think it is, then you can go ahead and proceed with putting the rest of the paint on there. If it's not, go back to the palette and keep remixing. If you want to see this entire video non-time-lapsed, check out my Patreon link below, and you can watch this full video with the commentary I did on location. If you're interested in studying under me, that is at oilpaintingplus.com. I have 2 levels of membership. I have silver and I have gold. And silver is open quite a bit. Gold I only open up a few times a year, but I go really in depth into the whole painting process. You're going to learn about colors, you're going to learn about values, and how to integrate those two, how to understand them, how to put them in the place that they need to go in the painting, which is ultra important. Also the tools I use and the approach I take, and just how to think like an artist. Art is not athletics, it's really all what's going on in your mind, so how you think and what you know is super important for you becoming a great artist. It's not about magic colors, magic brushes, secret little tips. It's really about understanding the fundamentals, and that is what I'm going to teach you. So if you're interested, check out Oil Painting Plus. I have a link below for that too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's great having you here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.